You're watching YNN Buffalo. News all day.
Good Saturday afternoon, Western New York. Thanks for being here. I'm Jason Torreano. The news begins right here, right now, in the YNN newsroom. What do a firefighter, a pastor, and a lawyer have in common? They all want the same job. Police are asking, have you seen this man who fired shots at a city police officer? He's been convicted of assault, but this New York State senator won't be going to jail. A professor at Binghamton University is dead after being stabbed in a campus science building on Friday. 77-year-old Richard Anton was allegedly stabbed by a graduate student. The professor was rushed to a hospital where he later died. Now the student, whose name has not yet been released, hasn't been charged. Anton was an anthropology professor at Binghamton University. The deadline has passed for applications to become the next council member in the Queen City's Ellicott District. A dozen qualified people have brought their resumes to City Hall. Now the job opened up last month after Brian Davis pled guilty to misusing campaign funds. The list of applicants includes a Buffalo firefighter, a pastor, lawyer, several community activists, and business people. Other council members say the applicants reflect the diversity of the Ellicott District.
We have a cross-section of the community. It's a very diverse district, and we have different type of people that have different type of skill set, and I think we're going to have some very interesting hearings.
A council committee will interview each person in the order they applied. The hearings haven't been scheduled yet. Councilmember Kern says he hopes they start next week. Although a council vote will select the new interim member, council members say they are listening to the public's input. The public is welcome to attend the hearings. A man has been arrested in connection with a Tonawanda murder last August. A grand jury indictment warrant has been issued for Jose La Torre. That's for the shooting death of Michael Santiago. It happened on August 15th of this year. La Torre is currently in custody on unrelated robbery charges in Ohio. Erie County's contract with its employees union will go forward. Friday, the County Control Board put their stamp of approval on the county executive's request for nearly $3 million in grant money. That money will go to pay for provisions of the county's new contract with Local 1095 of the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees. It will pay for the bonus money for each of the years the union went without a contract and for 3% annual raises. Even given this, the county will be saving money on benefits.
What we were able to get in change from the union was that they now contribute to their health insurance, both while they're active and when they retire, for the current members.
The new deal is a 10-year contract which affects 1,700 workers for county government, ECC, the library system, and the Erie County Medical Center. A Niagara Falls man is under arrest, all stemming from child porn. After a 6-month investigation, law enforcement arrested 28-year-old James Summers of the Cataract City. He faces federal charges of producing, possessing, and distributing child pornography. Authorities say they searched Summers' home and seized computers with images and videos of children being sexually abused. Summers is being held by the U.S. Marshal's Office without bail. The charges carry a minimum penalty of 15 years in jail. City police are hoping to catch the man they say fired at a Buffalo officer during a robbery. They're offering a reward to anyone who leads them to the suspect. Take a look at this video now. Police say the suspect is a black male about 5'4". Last Wednesday, police say the man was holding up the AutoZone on Broadway Ave. When a police officer walked into the store, the suspect opened fire twice at the officer. He missed both times. A $2,000 reward is being offered to anyone who helps police catch the suspect.
We're also looking for a gray Dodge Durango that may be involved, and I stress that it may be involved because shortly after the incident, that fact developed, and that may be, in fact, the way the gunman escaped.
If you have any information, you're urged to call Buffalo Police at 851-4412. A woman convicted of stealing from the hometown team will not be going to jail. Bonnie Krause was sentenced to 100 hours of community service for stealing from the Buffalo Bills. The former administrative assistant for the team pled guilty to grand larceny. She admitted to using team credit cards for herself and spending $70,000 on personal purchases. Now, Kraus has repaid the money. She could have faced 7 years in prison for the crime. Hiram Montserrat will not be going to jail. Friday, the Queens Democrat who serves as a New York State Senator was sentenced to 3 years probation. Montserrat was convicted of misdemeanor assault after he forcibly dragged his girlfriend through his apartment building in New York City. He was acquitted in December of felony assault. Montserrat will also be required to perform 250 hours of community service and undergo 52 weeks of domestic abuse counseling. Some lawmakers in the Senate have called for Montserrat's resignation. If you want to get an H1N1 vaccine and you live in Niagara County, you may be in luck. A vaccination clinic is being held today at the North Tonawanda Public Works Garage on Erie Avenue. Now, like most other clinics, the vaccine will only be available to Niagara County residents who fall in what health officials consider to be high-risk groups. Those include residents 6 months to 24 years old, pregnant women, caregivers of children younger than 6 months, and anyone ages 25 to 64 with health conditions. Shots will be available from 2 this afternoon to 5:30 at the garage. At the clinic, residents will also have the chance to get a rabies shot. Buffalo Public Schools are also holding an H1N1 vaccination clinic next Saturday. That information is on our website at buffalo.ynn.com. When we come back on this Saturday, more news and what's your weekend weather shaping up like? That answer comes every 10 minutes with Weather on the 9s. We'll be right back.